Good evening and welcome to tonight's edition of the Sports Edge. I'm Shelby Bastine. It was an emotional week in Boston, but that didn't stop fans from congregating at Fenway Park this past Saturday night. After trailing for most of the game, the Red Sox were able to bring home a win for their city, thanks to Daniel Neva's homer in the 8th inning, sealing a 4-3 victory over the Kansas City Royals. It's safe to say that everyone was a Red Sox fan this past weekend. In basketball news, Texas A&M standouts are beginning to prep for the NBA draft. One of these players include record breaker Elston Turner. Turner earned first-team All-SEC honors this past season and was the 33rd Aggie to reach a total of 1,000 points during his time at A&M. Sports reporter Brian Kalina caught up with Elston this past week at Reed Arena. Here's what he had to say.
We're getting ready for the NBA draft. What have you been doing to prepare for the scouts coming and watching you?
Just making sure that I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. A lot of times you're going to be a little bit fatigued from traveling and different workouts you have to go through. So, maintaining your how healthy and how fit you are is going to be the big key. My trainer does a great job of making sure that, I'm in the best shape and, that I'm continuing to get stronger and quicker and faster. There's a whole bunch of cone drills and agility stuff and the bench press test and he's really making sure that I'm physically a lot of the times the skill wise for basketball and physical wise for basketball is two different things, and you have to make sure that you're strong, quick, as well as being able to be smart and have the skills on the court.
Have you heard much from any NBA teams? What are you expecting so far to come out of this draft?
I've heard from about 2 or 3 teams. Nothing real big right now, but it's all a part of just continuing to work and impress the scouts that are watching you.
In your whole college career, how did it feel going from being the son of an NBA coach to Washington to having to sit out a complete year of basketball and then being the star of not only your team but pretty much for the entire SEC?
It was a long journey. Starting from Washington, I played a lot, but I just didn't feel comfortable there. And then got a second chance at Texas A&M with Coach Turgeon, and then like you said, I had to sit out that year, and that year is really what made my senior year. I feel like because I had to sit out, I had a chance to really develop my game, and and this year was just amazing. It was kind of a dream come true. I've always dreamed about having a type of season like this, and to see it happen, it's something else.
You need to focus on yourself. You need to focus on your agility, your strength. Have you kept up with your teammates? Are they continuing pushing you? What is your relationship with your former teammates?
We still talk a lot. A lot of times, even though I'm not really with the team anymore, they'll do their workouts and play, a little bit of pickup right after, and I'll come and me and Ray Turner, who's also a senior, we'll come and play with them, and really is a chance to kind of relive the moments that we had, in the past years.
In other basketball news, former Aggie hoop star Chris Middleton stopped by College Station this past week to work out with some of his old teammates. Middleton was picked up by the Detroit Pistons in the second round of the NBA draft. Despite much success, the Detroit Pistons unfortunately did not make it to the postseason this year. Switching gears to football, the Bright Football Complex continues to be under full construction. With last year's moves to the SEC, there's even more pressure to have the biggest and best facilities around. These additions include a new lobby, sports nutrition center, and a cafeteria for student athletes. These redevelopments will be sure to boost Texas A&M to the top of recruits' lists. That's all for tonight's Sports Edge. I'm Shelby Bastine. Thanks for watching.